Hey, internet friends, this is Hawk. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I am going to show you where the loot locations are for this new Alpha 19 point of interest. I found this in Navezgane on the far west on what used to be the wasteland, and you can see exactly where I'm located based on these coordinates and this map. This is the wall. This used to be all wasteland here. This is a brand new POI. I think the Victorian house is somewhere around here, just to give you a point of reference if you're familiar with it. Now this POI actually is I'm going to call it the Super Shamway, by the way, just because it reminds me of those supermarkets that have pharmacies built in, that have, kind of like a supermarket. So that's what I'm going to call it, because this POI is superb, especially now with the new Alpha 19 use of foods. I feel like I'm eating way more than I used to in Alpha 18, and definitely more than I used to in the previous Alphas. But now, I'm no expert. I haven't played that much 7 Days to Die, and that's why I decided to make this video, just to give you an idea of what this POI looks like. It has 3 loot locations. It always spawns with a few cars here, and you're going to be fighting some bad dudes. You're going to get a lot of utility workers. You're going to get some uh, uh, lumberjacks as well. So just something to keep an eye on. Now, there are 2 ways to get to the loot. One way is if you want to cheese and just, pillar up using some building blocks right here, pillar up to this roof, you have access to 2 of the loot locations of the shipping crates right away. So one, a little bit harder, is this staircase, or ladder rather, that goes straight down into a cop. So this, like I said, some bad dudes here already. So you have a cop and the gun safe. Now the problem with this cop is as soon as you aggro him, you're going to get 2 to 3 zombies coming up from those steps that from the supermarket. So this is something you can close the door, you can pop down a crate there, try and be all sneaky beaky like. But again, this gun safe is going to take some time to break in or use lockpicks. Now the easier shipping crate, which I think is actually a pretty, good way to get some early game tools, is this working stiff sealed shipping crate right here. Now the only problem you're going to have is you're going to have a zombie either spawned inside here, hidden, or on to the right here in these little duct, I don't know, rooms, cooling rooms, I guess is what they really are. Now, I have ran this a few times, and I have aggroed the 3 or 4 utility workers that are just hanging out right here, probably once out of 4 times. So not too hard to get to this loot. Now, the main loot room is actually right straight ahead, and you can use this sealed shipping crate to get to it. A little bit harder though. You can climb down and go through here, go through this drop ceiling. You're going to aggro a ton of mobs. So I'm not really a huge fan. And then the door to get into the pharmacy is somewhere in that corner of the building. Now you can go in through the POI, which is the starting point, is this garage to the warehouse. And like I said, there's a lot of utility workers. There's going to be 3 or 4 right in there. You're going to be fighting zombies all day long. Now, if you just want to get to the loot right away with no problem, to the real good loot, which is 3 Shamway crates, I mean, you're going to stock up on tons of first aid. You're going to get a hardened chest. You can just come right here to this driveway, right? This is a beautifully constructed POI, by the way. This driveway looks exactly like the pharmacy that I use here locally. It has a little drive-through that you pull up, get your stuff, good to go, right? So you just break in through this window, and now I've done this. These windows took, with iron tools or even steel tools, it takes no time, but you make a lot of noise. You're going to aggro a lot of people. Here's that door that I mentioned that goes right into a pop and pills crate. So you're going to get a lot of nice first aid, and there's a hidden zombie right here. Always, it's always a female zombie, actually. Yeah, it has been. It's been a nurse. It's been a cheerleader. There's the eyeball sticking out woman, right? The eyeball sticks out. Oh man, freaky! Great new designs on the Alpha 19, and you're gonna get a ton of first aid, and you're gonna just run right through. into this office, climb over into this hallway. Now, this hallway is dangerous. There's 3 to 4 zombies here. You can see 2 sleeping. There's a third one sleeping. I guess 3 this time. There was 4 when I remember. And you can already see the 2 lumberjacks hiding in the drop ceiling, right in the main loot room. So what I did was I closed this door, took out these 3-4 zombies here while the lumberjacks beat on this door, and then I used, the frame trick, dropped the frame, and just meleeed these lumberjacks. That was my solution. That's how I did it, because this was a pretty easy way to get in. I actually was able to get this all done before any other zombies, because I aggroed a ton of zombies were beating on walls, punching through stuff. But I was able to get into this room after I beat those lumberjacks, close this door. Those lumberjacks gonna come out. Oh, always get me. I closed this door, so once they were gone, these guys get aggroed as soon as those guys drop down, just to give you an idea. But yeah, I just closed the door on them. All right, guy. And then I just took care of my business here, which was a lot of loot. Like I said, there's a ton of food here, 6 shelves of food, 3 Shamway crates, 1 working stiff crate, ammo pile medium, food pile large, and the big old hardened chest with some good loot. Now, if you're early game and you decide to do this, I don't recommend doing it without at least a blunderbuss. Actually, I would probably say 2 blunderbuss just to be safe. A spear, sledgehammer. Like you need to be decently geared up before you decide to take on this POI. Now, the actual way to start this POI is just going in through this garage into the warehouse. You got utility workers in here, and it's actually the main loot is right behind this wall, so you can actually break through here if you wanted to, kill these zombies, and go through. That's your choice. But usually the dungeon, I guess, would come out here, and then you can decide to go through the food supermarket, or you can just jump down here to this entirely destroyed building. I'm guessing this was, destroyed due to an explosion of some kind. Like you can see, this looks like an explosion went off. You can just jump down here and go this direction to get to the pharmacy. Right here, there's a ton of zombies just hiding everywhere in this POI. There's usually a dog here. I'm surprised he hasn't come out. I ran into the dog twice that I've done this POI. Oh, here he is. I knew he was here. And then there's actually a decent weapons bag right here with another zombie. So that's another little loot spot that you can get to. This is that gun safe with the cop that I mentioned to you before. If you come in through the warehouse method, this is the staircase to get up to that cop. Usually a couple of zombies here hanging out. That dog will aggro you, and all these zombies will start coming up on you. Hey, thanks, bud. Thanks for hanging out with me here. And those are really the major loot spots for this POI. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for hanging out with me. And if you're not my internet friend, I would really appreciate it if you like this video and subscribe, as it really helps. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.